For time immemorial, the Yakima people have inhabited these fertile lands. The bountiful river, indigenous plants, berries, and roots, and vast wildlife have provided for our people, and we lived in harmony with nature. Mother Earth has provided from the beginning of time, but Mother Earth does not stand still. It moves about the sun and around its axis every day. She's just a little changed. And so too is that little portion of the earth we call home. As new peoples discovered this fertile place, with them came different ways of life. Agriculture that would take root in the fertile soil would thrive and grow. The melting snows from Pato and its sisters, providing the water that transformed these dry lands into America's fruit bowl, land that now feeds the world. With agriculture came industry, and with industry, the need for education. But the Yakima Valley lacked sufficient educational opportunities. 3 women, keenly aware of the untapped potential of the women and men of the valley, said enough is enough and set about to correct a great wrong. Starting a college? You must be crazy, said most. Just tell me one thing we can't do, retorted Martha Yallop. The doubters only fueled their resolve. Martha, along with Violet Lumley Rao, both Yakima tribal members, and Sister Kathleen Ross, a recent arrival to the valley from the Sisters of the Holy Names of Jesus and Mary in Spokane, were determined. The people here were as capable as any from Bellevue to Boston. The only thing they lacked was the opportunity. And what's more, the people here had something the others did not. They wanted it more. The 3 appeared before the Yakima Tribal Council to present their idea and solicit their guidance as to what the college should be. It was, after all, going to be located on the Yakima Reservation. Should it be a tribal college? The council deliberated the plan and whom it should serve. The council, thoughtful and wise, aware that Mother Earth was constantly in motion, proclaimed that this college should not be for one people, but for all people, and Heritage College was born. Now, nearly 40 years later, and with more than 10,000 graduates, it has proven to be as fertile and bountiful as the surrounding land. The teachers, nurses, social workers, scientists, and business leaders it has educated, as devoted to this place we call home, as were the countless generations that preceded them.
Good evening and welcome to the Bounty of the Valley Scholarship Dinner, celebrating together the miracle that is Heritage University, that now, for 39 years, has been educating the men and women of this wonderful place we call home. I'm Enadeo Garza, the former president of the Student Government Association at Heritage. I say former because just last month I graduated with my degree in English. It is my honor to be your host this evening. Ordinarily, at just this time, campus would be teeming with good-hearted, generous people joined in that celebration. But as we know, the world has changed. And while certainly we are more hopeful now than we were last year at this time, still this year we are gathered together remotely. We have a small team on campus this evening in the Barnhill Fireside Room, which once again, with the help from our friends at CAP K-View, has been converted into a TV studio. Thank you for being here this evening. Tonight we will share stories of our students, stories of perseverance, of determination, of overcoming challenge after challenge to earn their degrees and their desire to help our community grow and thrive. They earn their degrees at Heritage and go out into the world to do good and great things, lifting up the entirety of our community. Staffing the phones behind me, ready and waiting for your calls of support for student scholarships are in fact a group of those very students. But first, I am delighted to introduce you to one of my classmates who tonight is co-hosting with me from the TOE board, Maritza Alvarez.
Thank you, Enadeo. It is a pleasure to be here tonight and an honor to represent for my school and my classmates. I so wish you could be here with us, but trust you will enjoy this virtual scholarship dinner nonetheless. Sit back, enjoy a glass of wine, and be prepared to be inspired with stories of our students and their perseverance, especially in this most challenging of years. And be prepared to call. I will be here at the TOE board with regular updates on our success this evening. Back to you, Enadeo.
Thank you, Maritza. It is now my pleasure to introduce you to the president of Heritage University, Dr. Andrew Sund.
Thank you, Enadeo. Good evening and welcome, everyone. This year has been the most challenging year our country has ever faced, and I pray we will never have to face anything like it again. I hope wherever you are this evening, you and your loved ones are safe and well and hopeful about the days ahead. This has been a year where perseverance has been required of all of us. I am always proud of our students, but never more than this year. When faced with the challenges of learning remotely, they found a way to make it work. But it was not without help. Our staff and faculty, for whom I have the utmost gratitude, also found a way to teach, a way to support, a way to ensure that students' dreams were not put on hold. And most importantly, you found a way. Our many, many friends who support our students' educational dreams and career goals through scholarships. Scholarships make it possible for the majority of students to be able to afford college. Now I would like you to meet some of the students who have benefited from your giving, from the scholarships you make possible.
I've been born and raised here in the Yakima Valley. My parents are agricultural workers. I had the privilege to also experience that and work in the agriculture for quite a time. It's been an honor to get my education.
What initially brought me to Heritage University was the fact that I am very family oriented, and I was looking for a place where I could seek higher education without leaving far away from home. And the university really allowed me to have that opportunity and still get a really good education in the health sciences.
I grew up in Zillah, Washington, which is about like a 15-minute drive from Toppenish, and that's where I graduated. And then I came here to Heritage for the last 4 years.
Since I was small, I always was a people person, and my senior year at Wapto High School, I just found a passion for helping others, and I knew Heritage University was a fit for me. They helped me along the way. Professors were right a text message away, a phone call away. If you needed them, they were right there to guide you and help you. I did my internship at DCYF in Toppenish, Department of Children, Youth, and Families. I got to oversee services, and I got to implement resources for families and help them improve the quality of life for them, and it was an honor to do that. It helped me become a better leader and kind of see what barriers are happening right now for our families here in the Valley. After I graduate, I plan on obtaining my master's degree. I want to go into the clinical side, and I want to advocate for more clinical and mental health facilities here in the Yakima Valley, and I want to become a therapist.
I actually immigrated from Mexico at the age of 5. I am a DACA recipient, so the opportunity that I have had throughout with the university through scholarships has really been a crucial part of why I actually attended this university. As a DACA recipient, I have limited resources financially. I don't really qualify for financial aid or any of those resources, but the support that I've received through this institution has really allowed me to flourish and actually get an education. When I did my practicum at Seattle Children's Hospital, I took care of children ages between 1 day of life to 17, 18 years of age. I was one of only 4 other students who actually had that opportunity. And once we were actually at the hospital, they were really amazed by the amount of care and the dedication and family-oriented nursing approach that all of us students have in comparison to other programs. The experience with the nursing program here at Heritage University is completely different than any other nursing program as a whole. I feel supported. I feel like I am a part of this community, both academically and personally. This nursing program has really opened my eyes to what nursing as a discipline can do for our communities.
I think about like halfway through high school, I was like, I want to go to medical school, I want to be a doctor, I want to practice medicine, and I want to practice medicine in the Valley. I think one thing that I really love most about Heritage is you really do get that one-on-one with your professors, which allows them to get to know you, you get to know them. 2 of my very great professors, Dr. Miller and Dr. Cow, really understood that medical school was something that I wanted to pursue, and they made sure that I was given opportunities, whether that's internships, shadowing, or just in coursework, making sure that I obtained the knowledge that medical schools want people to know.
Being a first generation student, it is very hard to pursue an education, and scholarships funded my education. It gave me the opportunity not to worry about having to work 3 part-time jobs and being a full-time student, and scholarships was the only way that I could have succeeded here at Heritage University. And until this day, I'm very grateful that they just kept funding me and funding other people like myself, and just to look back and say that I did it and it was thanks to them, I'm just so grateful.
To all the donors that have donated to Heritage University, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, as a student who has actually received funds, thank you. It really has changed my life and the life of my family.
I really want to thank the donors for everything they've done. For me personally, it was a big thing. It helped me come here, it helped me get my 4 years, and it helped my family avoid that financial burden. Everybody has a story and they have their own struggles, but being able to have that covered with a scholarship that you guys have gifted us is a really big thing. So thank you from the very bottom of my heart.
Remarkable stories. Evelyn's, Yanette's, and Jesus' stories are special, but not unique. Nearly every student at Heritage could tell you a similar story. I want to ask you personally to support our students by making a gift to student scholarships. As always, 100% of your gifts are awarded to students as scholarships. To make a gift, call 509-865-0444 or go online at heritage.edu/scholarship dinner. You can even make a gift by text. Simply text SWORD to 243-725. Thank you for all you do to ensure our students can achieve their dreams.
We're coming to you live from inside the Heritage University teepee. Apetewashte, it's a good day. My name is Dr. Maxine Bringsonback Janice, Oglala Lakota, the President's Liaison for Native American Affairs at Heritage University. Our extended Yakima Nation family just up the road at Legends Casino and Hotel have not only been sponsors of the scholarship dinner for many years, but also employers of our graduates. From Legends Casino Hotel, let's say hi to Assistant Marketing Director, Deidre Fojwe.
Thank you, Maxine. Legends is not only a proud sponsor of the Heritage Scholarship Dinner, but an employer of its graduates, like Josephine Honani, April Kent, Joseph Hurt, and Michelle Begay. Scholarships for students not only alleviates the financial stress, but gives students the opportunity to focus on their studies and embrace the full experience Heritage University offers. These graduates go on to become vibrant members of the community that pay it forward in so many ways. We would like to encourage all of you to make a bet on Heritage students tonight. And as they say in the casino, bet big, win big. It's one bet that's sure to pay off.
More than 10,000 alumni are knocking it out of the park. Thank you, ladies. Now we'd like you to meet one of Heritage's longtime supporters. Please say hello to Pam Cleaver at Moss Adams.
Good evening, and I'm happy to be here tonight to talk about my proud affiliation with Heritage University. I was first introduced to Heritage, as so many of us were, by Dr. Ross. So in 2005, when my grandma passed away, my family decided that we wanted to pay tribute to her by starting a scholarship fund for first-generation women. Our hope was that this scholarship could assist these women in attaining the goals that only an education can provide, and that with the benefits of this education, they would not only help themselves and their families, but they would also contribute to the greater good of the Yakima Valley. So tonight, as part of the Bounty of the Valley Scholarship Dinner, we all get the opportunity to contribute to making the dream of a college education more affordable and therefore more attainable to the students of Heritage. I encourage you all to make a gift this evening. Thank you very much.
Ed Roscope has impacted education across the state by preparing K-12 teachers for service. And he has also been a tremendous support to the faculty at Heritage University. As the co-director of the Center for Intercultural Learning and Teaching, he has shaped the very nature of instruction at Heritage, supporting and guiding new faculty and helping all of us to continue to grow and improve. It is my honor to introduce Special Assistant to the Provost, Ed Roscope.
All right. What truly gives me joy as a faculty member at Heritage University is watching students go from timid to confident. They're so quiet in the beginning, and so unsure of themselves, but so full of desire to serve the community. And then watching them grow so that by the time they're seniors, they're working in their student teaching perhaps and making contributions to the professional learning community. We also have students who have taken a biology class and decided, you know, we should be doing this with elementary students, and asked to have that opened up for them. And we've made the arrangements and had a 6-year project where they worked in after-school programs in the elementary schools and involved parents and students with science. It's great to see them taking the initiative, getting out into the community and making a difference. So from that initial timidity to confidence, that's what brings me joy.
Heritage is situated in the 4th Congressional District of Washington State and is fortunate to count Congressman Dan Newhouse among its many champions. From Washington, D.C., we are honored to welcome Congressman Newhouse.
It's an honor to speak with you all this evening. Heritage University is a testament to the strength of our community, founded by 3 incredible women, Martha Yallop, Violet Lumley Rao, and Sister Kathleen Ross, who had the vision to create a community and bring education to the underserved populations of the Yakima Valley. Since then, Heritage University has grown immensely and now offers more than 50 undergraduate and graduate majors. The high-quality education and inclusive environment have led to over 9,500 graduated students that will continue to grow their legacy. Tonight, at the Bounty of the Valley Scholarship Dinner, we come together as a community to support Heritage University with critical scholarship funds that make the dream of a college education possible for so many, lifting up our entire community as a result. And I can't wait to see what the future will bring. So thank you all. And I'll turn it back to Dr. Sund.
Thank you, Congressman Newhouse. The Heritage Board is comprised of 30 engaged and brilliant members from across the state. One of our biggest cheerleaders on the west side of the state, who fearlessly tells the Heritage story wherever she goes, is the co-chairperson of the Advancement Committee, Ellen Wallach. Let's join Ellen from her home in Seattle. Hi, Ellen.
Have you heard the expression first-generation college student? First-gen students are those who don't have a parent who went to college. They're the first in their families. The national average for colleges and universities is 56% first-gen students. UW and Washington State each have about 35-36%. At Heritage University, 85% of our students are first-gen. Even though the research shows that being the first in their families, students get less emotional, informational, and financial support. At Heritage, we get first-gen students. We've been working with them for 39 years. Our faculty, administration, and staff have each developed a wide range of initiatives to help our students succeed. Your scholarship donation will change a student's life, and her family's as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellen. I would especially like to thank our friends at CAP KVU TV. Their tremendous technical support is what has allowed this evening to be a reality. Longtime HU supporter and HU board member, Dr. Roy Sims, is the most well-known pediatrician in the Yakima Valley. Let's join Dr. Sims for an interview with one of our nursing students, Sam Cuevas.
Yeah, I just want to begin by having you tell us maybe just a little bit about yourself, your background, your family's background, and how you see yourself as a student.
I actually was born in Mexico. At the age of 5, I actually came to the United States. Coming from a Hispanic background, a lot of agriculture work, and so growing up I helped my parents out a lot, working in the fields, whether it's picking cherries, apples, even cutting asparagus, a little bit of everything.
And you told me a little bit about your father and your mother, kind of what their journey was like here and what kind of motivated them to come to the U.S.?
One of the biggest motives for them to even come to the United States was because my father believed in providing higher education for us. He took it upon himself to convince my mom to bring us here to the United States.
You didn't really know that you wanted to be a nurse right away, did you? How did you learn that?
It was actually in high school when I took a personality test. They have you take this personality test, and one of the recommended careers that was on there was nursing, but it wasn't until I actually arrived here at the university when I met Dr. Nearity, who encouraged me to go into the pre-nursing courses that they offered. For me, patient advocacy was one of the biggest ones. What can I do to really make sure that that patient is being heard? And trusting that you'd be able to care for them really got me, especially for patients who come from underrepresented communities, who face like health inequities, and really being not just culturally competent, but having that culture of humility.
Sam, it's been great to talk to you today. Thank you very much for taking your time to talk to everyone out there that is a supporter of the university.
I really appreciate it. Again, from everything, I was really supported through like scholarship. I'm glad to be here and share what I can.
Thank you, Roy and Sam. A remarkable story. Stokes, Lawrence, Willikanye, Moore, and Shore have been turning billable hours into student scholarships for years. No objection here. From their offices in Yakima, please welcome Kelly Twist Noonan.
Hi, I'm Kelly Noonan with the law firm Stokes Lawrence. The Yakima Valley is rich with opportunities. And to continue flourishing, the valley needs a diverse and skilled workforce. Heritage reaches a talented and non-traditional student body, and this is the talent that will ensure the future success of the valley. Heritage helps its students to imagine their futures and then realize those dreams through outstanding learning opportunities as well as financial and personal support. An investment in Heritage is an investment in the future of the Yakima Valley. That's why we support Heritage. We encourage all of you to invest in the future as well by making your gift to Heritage.
Thank you, Kelly. Now let's check in with Maritza for an update on tonight's running total.
The phones are already ringing off the hook. We have a goal tonight of raising $750,000 for student scholarships. Let's have a look at the current total. $177,985. Thank you to those of you who have made a gift. Let's keep it going. Call 509-865-0444 or go online at heritage.edu/SD2021.
Thank you, Maritza. I have something really exciting to announce. A match gift. All gifts made in the next 30 minutes will be matched dollar for dollar up to a total of $75,000. That's right, $75,000. Last year's $50,000 match gift worked so well, you crushed it. The same donor boosted that match to $75,000. Can you believe it? If you give $100, it turns into $200. If you give $500, it turns into $1,000. You get the idea. Call or go online now and double your gift.
Good evening. I'm David Wise, Vice President for Advancement. Thank you for being with us this evening. I have the great privilege of working with our many, many donors who in good times and lean times alike have stood shoulder to shoulder with us to ensure that this little miracle that is Heritage University could continue to serve our students and the community. One who has been there since the very beginning, funding numerous student scholarships, serving on the Heritage Board of Directors, and funding many of the building projects that have allowed our campus to grow to the beautiful campus we enjoy today. In fact, we are broadcasting tonight from the building named in honor of his tremendous support, the Gay and Jim Piggott Commons. Coming to us this evening from Captiva Island, Florida, let's say hi to Jim Piggott.
Thank you, David. I'm happy to report about my long history with Heritage. I met the three spunky founders of what was then Heritage College, and I was impressed with their attempt at doing something special to create a college. And so we decided, my wife and I, to set up some scholarships to help those who were going to go to college at Heritage University. I have been to some of the recent Heritage graduations, and I have to say how impressive it was to see the pride on the faces of those young graduates as they walked off the stage with diplomas in hand. And so I'm motivated that as we end the pandemic and restart the teaching in person, that we help Heritage regain its momentum, its growth momentum, and to continue to serve the needs of the Valley by going to the phones, picking up the paddles, and entering the auction. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. In 1982, our next guest, along with Violet Lumley Rao and Martha Yallop, decided it was high time that the Yakima Valley had a 4-year college of its own, allowing students to stay close to the homes they love. Please welcome Heritage University's founding president, Sister Kathleen Ross.
Well, hello, friends. So nice to see you, at least virtually, after the year that we've been through. And I thank our students and our faculty for the wonderful way they have made Heritage alive and well all year long and helped students get to their graduation. How some of you that I'm seeing today are old friends I've seen for years. Hello, thank you so much. But some of you are new, and that reminds me of the momentum that has been a key part of Heritage University. So I think I'd like to say a little prayer for us tonight as we're all together. Dear God, our loving God, thank you for the momentum that you have put in our hearts to make a difference for people, to follow in your footsteps of loving and loving unconditionally and loving with sharing what we have. We thank you so much for that inspiration. And we ask you tonight, as you watch us work hard to continue that momentum, that you would give a special blessing to each of our friends that are here tonight, and that you would help them give from their hearts, but also receive the blessings that you are so generous with. So we ask these prayers in the name of our wonderful Creator and God, and in all the people who have made such a difference for Heritage. Thank you, God. Amen. Have a good evening.
I am always so thrilled to see Sister Kathleen, especially when I run into her on campus. Thank you, Kathleen. In addition to having the job of revealing the ever-increasing giving totals throughout the evening, I also have something else to reveal. I am a Senegal Scholar at Heritage. The Senegal Scholars are a cohort of soon-to-be 20 students at Heritage, all of whom are recipients of the Senegal Family Foundation Scholarship founded by Costco co-founder Jim Senegal and his wife, Janet. Not only does the scholarship fully fund our education, but we have regular opportunities to interact with 6 Heritage alums who work at Costco headquarters in Issaquah, the Costco Super 6 as we call them, and also Jim himself. I could go on and on and on, but rather than me telling you about why Jim supports Heritage, I'll let Jim tell you himself. Let's go to Jim Senegal in his office in Kirkland. Kirkland. Where have I heard that name before?
I first was introduced to Heritage University about 25 years ago when I met Sister Kathleen Ross, who was over in Seattle for an inauguration of Father Steve Sundborg at Seattle University. And about 4 years ago, two people who are very supportive of the university, who are personal friends, Jim and Gay Piggott, asked me to attend an event at Heritage University. I went over there, was surprised to find that there were 6 Costco employees who were grads of Heritage University, had been working for Costco for a number of years, and I was very impressed with the pride that they displayed relative to their former university. You know, after my visit and after spending time with the Costco 6, I got the idea of trying to set up a scholarship program. So I talked to David Wise, got a feeling for what we were talking about relative to financial needs. I structured a program with David that we would set up a plan for 5 students every year for 4 years. So we would eventually have 20 scholars attending who would get a full tuition, full ride tuition for the university for the 4 years that they were there. Anyone who understands anything about the student body population of Heritage University understands that almost every one of these students has enormous obstacles in front of them relative to getting an education. Almost all of them have at one point or time worked in the fields. And when you talk to them and you meet them, you're impressed with how dedicated they are. They recognize that this is an opportunity that they cannot pass up in their lives. But the entire thing relative to the scholarship would never have occurred if I had not been inspired by the 6 of them and the energy they were putting into it and how successful they were in their own work lives. And for those of you in the audience, I strongly recommend that you spend some time at the university. I think it's a very compelling story. I think it's a compelling story not just for these young students and for their families. I think it's a compelling story for the entire community.
Good evening. I'm Dana Eliason, Senior Director of Donor Development at Heritage University. And I'm thrilled by what I'm hearing on the phones and seeing coming online tonight. So thank you so much for giving to student scholarships. Our sponsors are what allow 100% of the gifts made at Scholarship Dinner go directly to scholarships. And Conover Insurance has been a sponsor of Scholarship Dinner now for 35 years. Please welcome Ryan Moore from Conover Insurance.
Hi Dana, and thank you. Conover Insurance and I are proud to be partnered with Heritage University. We admire Heritage and all of its graduates for making real change in our communities. Tonight, at the Bounty of the Valley Scholarship Dinner, it is our privilege as a community to support students with the critical scholarship funds that make the dream of a college education possible for so many. Think of it as an investment that ultimately lifts the communities that we live in. I encourage all of you to make a gift this evening and support this great institution. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. We're so thankful for your ongoing sponsorship. And speaking of sponsors, another new sponsor joining us tonight is Yakima Valley Memorial. We are so thrilled to have you with us at Scholarship Dinner. And from their campus in Yakima, let's join CEO Carol Pete.
Hello. I'm very pleased to be here tonight to really thank Heritage University for all that they do to help educate healthcare workers and train them in our community. Tonight at Bounty of the Valley Scholarship Dinner, we're really here to support the students and the very important scholarship funds that allow them to complete their college education. It really is an investment in the community, and I encourage everyone to make a gift.
And now a look at all of the sponsors who helped make the Scholarship Dinner possible this evening.
The strength of Heritage University is in its partnerships, and there is no greater partnership than Heritage has in the Valley than with Pacific Northwest University. Joining us is the Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, Dr. Minna Ramos-Diaz.
Shishklovet, buenas noches, and good evening. I greet you in 3 languages. First, in Ishishkin, to honor the Yakama Nation. Second, in Spanish, my native language. And third, in English, my adopted language. We at Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences are honored to be sponsors of this year Heritage University's annual fundraiser. Heritage University and Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences, or PNW, have a strong foundations. We believe in creating affordable pathways for our people to be educated right here in the Yakima Valley. I urge you to support all the students in the Valley. Kawatlanut. Gracias, and thank you.
It is now my honor to introduce you to the Chair of the Board of Directors of Heritage University, another Sister Kathleen, Sister Kathleen Hilton.
Good evening. It is an honor to be here tonight and a privilege to serve on the board of Heritage University, whose mission is important to the well-being of individuals and this valley. You honor us and it by being with us. The mission statement reads, Heritage University empowers a multicultural and inclusive student body to overcome the social, cultural, economic, and geographic barriers that limit access to higher education. Rooted in the homeland of the Yakama Nation, we embrace transformational, student-centered education that cultivates leadership and a commitment to the promotion of a more just society. Of course, the best evidence of our mission and the benefits of your giving is embodied in our graduates. They use their heritage education to serve their communities right here in the greater Yakima Valley, around the state, and beyond. The next segment introduces you to 3 graduates, as they were as students and where they are as alums.
My name is Meadow Rodriguez Jr. I'm a senior this year, majoring in computer science, and I will be graduating this May. I really wanted to get into computer science because it was challenging. I like doing challenging things, and I like to kind of express who I am. It's really feeding my curiosity even more, so I want to really delve into it. I've been here at Costco since my internship after grad school, June 2016, and I became a full-time employee about 4 months afterwards. I'm an IT risk analyst. I help make sure that the company is following with IT policies, and if there are security issues, I help support doing our due diligence to protect the data of our Costco members. I'm kind of like an in-house consultant, helping teams to be compliant or to find solutions. Scholarships are incredibly important. If I didn't get the scholarships that I received at Heritage, I don't know where I'd be right now. It's just helped me so much, more than tenfold with my life as a person and as a professional. I can't say enough. Thank you is at the least of what I can say. And, I wish there was a way I can kind of pay that back, but I'll definitely pay it forward.
I'm Jamie Mercado, and I will be graduating this spring semester with a bachelor's degree in social work and a minor in criminal justice. People close to me were like, no, you're not gonna make it to college just because you come from Mexico, you don't even know the language and all these kind of things. But I remember that what I promised my mom. I promised my mom that I was gonna be here to be able to get an education.
I graduated with my bachelor's degree in social work and criminal justice in 2019. I currently work as a comprehensive health care as a therapist. Part of my role as a therapist is to provide the support that they need in education in understanding their legal proceedings. I feel that I'm making a difference, and making a difference, it means a lot to me. It means that it was worth it what I'm doing. It means that I am changing at least someone's life for a better. Without the Heritage University scholarships, I don't think it would be possible for me to be a therapist right now because I am a mother and I had to support my family. With the scholarships, I had the opportunity to only work part-time and focus on my classes, my schooling, everything that I needed to do. So the scholarships made it much easier for me and for my family. Thank you to the donors for all of your generous donations. Without the support, moms like me who come from a very low income wouldn't be able to continue their education and have a career.
In Yakima, I am called Shenikin, and my English name is Alden Andy. I go to school at Heritage University, and I am from the Yakama Nation. I know motivation comes from within, but encouragement from others, especially peers that have already been through this, is why I'm here right now today. Going to graduate this May.
I am currently working in a contracts department with this organization called Chiniga Mayos SBU. So the SBU stands for Strategic Business Unit. We decipher all these contracts throughout the contract life cycle for not only presidents of subsidiaries, but also we discuss this with the customers. the contracting officers on the government side. Basically, we're there from the beginning of the life cycle of a contract, which is basically negotiations, to the end of the contract life cycle, which is the closing. In my experience, all the Heritage University students I've not only attended Heritage with, but also graduated with, have created amazing career opportunities for themselves, which is a magnificent asset for people like us that coming from a small community, a small college that's located on a reservation. And I really believe that college scholarships are a necessary supplement, because without that financial support, there'd be plenty of financial burden post-graduation.
To everyone that has contributed to the scholarships, thank you very much. You are the reason why a lot of us students are succeeding in life. We are all growing individuals, and that's what it really comes down to, is growth. So thank you very much for helping us grow.
Wow. I hope I'm as successful in my career as Meadow, Jamie, and Alden are in theirs. It's so cool to see where Heritage alumni go in their careers. You know why banks are such great sponsors of Scholarship Dinner? Because they have all the money. From US Bank, let's go to Lane Brown.
Hello everyone. We are proud to be affiliated with Heritage University since 2004. We appreciate the outreach that Heritage provides to our community by extending their mission to the students of our valley. By embracing multicultural education, Heritage is able to deliver results to students who might not otherwise have the opportunity to graduate from college. These students move into our local workforce and become leaders in their profession as well as our community. Tonight, at the Bounty of the Valley Scholarship Dinner, is our chance as a community to support students with the critical scholarship funds that make the dream of a college education possible for so many. Think of it as an investment that ultimately lifts the entire community. I encourage you all to make a gift this evening.
Lane Brown, very excited this evening. Even more exciting, the phones are going berserk, and we are getting even closer to our goal of $750,000. Let's see what our new total is. $360,722. Phew! The match was fully met. Thank you to everyone who has made a gift. We have had gifts come in from the Tri-Cities, Seattle, White Swan, and of course, Yakima. Let's keep them coming. Call 509-865-0444. Our operators are working as fast as they can, but if you get our voicemail, leave your name and number, and one of our operators will give you a call back. You can also make your gift online at heritage.edu/SD2021. Call or go online now. Back to you, Anedeo.
Brad Hansen, VP, Trust Advisor from Baker Boyer Bank, is another one of the Scholarship Dinner's longtime sponsors. Let's go to Brad up in Yakima. Hi, Brad.
Well, thank you. And thank you for having us be a partner in tonight's event. I'd just like to thank Dr. Sund and all the educators at Heritage University for the fine work that they do to help students' minds expand and broaden. Many of them wouldn't have the opportunity to attend Heritage without support from individuals like yourself out there who give so generously. And so tonight, I really hope that you'll reach into your wallets and provide some additional support for those kids who may be the next doctor, teacher, engineer in our valley, but wouldn't be able to do so unless you help them along. Baker Boyer is just happy to be a partner with Heritage University and support the education of young people throughout the valley. And thank you for giving.
Having been the president of the Student Government Association at Heritage, I know how complex the issues are that government must confront. Let's pop into a caucus meeting of the Washington State Legislature to witness what important issue they are debating this evening.
Good evening. I would like to call the Bounty of the Valley Caucus meeting to order. First thing we'll do is introductions. So I am Curtis King, State Senator from the 14th Legislative District. Senator Honeyford.
Thank you, Senator King. I am Senator Jim Honeyford of the 15th Legislative District.
Representative Mossbrucker.
I am State Representative Gina Moshbrecker the great 14th District.
Representative Corey.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is Representative Corey, also from the 14th Legislative District, not calling in at all from Hawaii today.
Very good. Representative Dufault.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm Representative Jeremy Dufault, and I represent the even more beautiful 15th District.
Senator Honeyford.
Thank you, Senator King. As the most senior member of this group, I believe that the real bounty of the Valley is the men and women who make up this community, those we are proud to serve. Cheers to those who lift up with generous scholarship support of the Heritage University students who are preparing to be the future leaders of the 14th and 15th District.
Can I get a motion?
Mr. Chair, I so move that the people are the true bounty of our community, especially our Heritage University students and their generous champions who are here tonight.
Representative Mossbrucker.
I'd like to second that motion.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 The motion passes. With that, this meeting is now adjourned. Back to you, and best of luck tonight on your Bounty of the Valley Scholarship fundraising event.
Clearly a busy night in the Capitol. Let's check in with Maritza at the tote board, who is decidedly busy as well, and with just as grand a proclamation.
And Hideo, the gifts are coming in so fast, our operators can barely keep up. And we are getting closer to our goal of $750,000 for student scholarships. Let's see what our new total is. $545,222. Wow! Thank you to everyone who has made a gift. Only $205,000 left to go, but only 15 minutes left to get it. The suspense is killing me. I think we can make it though. But you have to call 509-865-0444 or go online at heritage.edu/SD2021 now. Help and make our goal for student scholarships. Now let's toss it back to President Sund.
The Ramsey companies have a long history of contributing mightily to student scholarships at Heritage. Now let's hear from CFO Kyle Curtis on why the company sees a contribution to scholarships as an investment into the community.
Hi, I'm Kyle Curtis. I serve as the Chief Financial Officer for Ramsey Companies. We are thrilled again to support the Heritage University Scholarship Dinner. Not only do we support student scholarships, but we also hire Heritage graduates. In fact, we have 3 Heritage graduates working on something very special. Let's go see what it is.
Come on. Business taxes. I'm telling you, there's something missing.
Did you remember to carry the 1?
Carry the 1? Are you serious?
Well, there's something missing.
Look, if we don't figure this out by the end of the night, we're going to be in trouble.
I've got it.
Right. That's it. You are what's missing. Your charitable contribution is what can make the difference in a student's ability to go to college, to earn their degree just like we did.
Please go to the phones now to make your donation.
When you do, it all adds up to student success.
Smart. I knew there was a reason we hired these guys. Back to you, President Sund.
Thank you, Kyle and HU alums. Glad to know your education has paid off so handsomely. The highlight of every scholarship dinner is the student selected to share his or her story. It is my great pleasure to introduce you to this year's student speaker, Laura Quintero Martinez.
Thank you, Dr. Sund. Good evening. I want to thank everyone who is watching this evening for giving me the opportunity to share a little bit about myself. My name is Laura Quintero Martinez, and I am a first-generation college student, and now the first in my family to graduate from college. This year, I graduated with my Bachelor of Science in Biology. College requires that you put in the work, lots of it. Lots of studying, lots of reading, lots of group projects, lots of all-nighters. Phew. But it also requires more, especially for college students like me. The constant support I received from my mom, thank you, Mom, my professors, thanks, Dr. Gao and Dr. Miller, and of course, the generous support all of you who give to Heritage provide through scholarships. Thanks, everyone. Not only am I a first-generation college student, but I am also a DACA student. My mom brought me to the United States when I was just 2 years old in hope of finding a better future. Being first gen means you don't have anyone in your family who has gone through the process of applying to, enrolling in, and attending college. Many of us first generation students don't have a clue about how to navigate the college system. We do our best on the advice of teachers and high school counselors to help us along the way. But late at night, when you're trying to fill out yet another application or to explain to your family why you can't attend another family function because you have to study, it can get overwhelming. Worse still, once you figure out that you can go to college as a DACA student, you come face to face with the reality that you do not have access to resources to help pay for college. My family and I are hard workers. I started working alongside my mom in the apple orchards when I was in 2nd grade. Then, when I was old enough, I moved into the warehouse to continue doing the work to help my mom as much as I could. Despite that, the money we earned was just enough to cover our basic living expenses. There was no way we could afford to save for college. I remember being so discouraged when I found out I did not have the same opportunities my classmates did. But that's where you came in. Everyone at Heritage believed in me. They knew that I had the potential to achieve my goal of becoming a doctor and that I would work hard in my studies. And they helped me find the scholarships that made my dream of a college education a possibility. That's how this story started. You played a huge role, and because of all the help I received, I am now on a path to go to medical school. That's where this collegiate story will end. But in the middle of things got a little scary. At the beginning of my freshman year, I did not think I was going to be able to continue my studies. I was diagnosed with a serious medical condition, a pituitary gland the size of a golf ball, and I was forced to leave school. I was scared for my dreams, scared for my college career was over, scared for my life. But when I reached out for help, everyone there reassured me that when I was able to come back, they were going to help, including providing all the scholarship support I would need to make my dreams a reality. And they did. I could not have gotten through all of this without this support. Thank you all for all you do for Heritage students. You are critical to our success. Because of your giving, I and hundreds of my classmates can achieve our dreams and go back into the world and lift up our communities. Thank you for the support in our journey.
Thank you, Laura, a truly remarkable young lady who will go very far in helping this valley thrive. I encourage you to go to the phones and make your gift to support students like Laura at HU. Speaking of thriving, Yakima Chief Hops is thriving as well. A sponsor of tonight's event, as well as a terrific employer of Heritage grads, let's go now to Ryan Hopkins at Yakima Chief Hops headquarters.
Hello, everyone. Really excited to be a part of Heritage Scholarship event tonight. It's pretty amazing that hops have become a big business here in the Yakima Valley and throughout the Pacific Northwest. And we are proud to be a part of something that brings our products from this valley throughout the globe. We at Yakima Chief Hops are proud sponsors of this, working as partners and now employing several graduates. So we ask that you also contribute and celebrate with us as parts of your community to continue to build this fine valley that we all live in. Thank you and have a great evening.
Now we go from hops to tops, Treetop that is, a sponsor every single year that the Scholarship Dinner has been in existence. I would like to thank all of the growers and employees of Treetop who not only help make Yakima Valley apples famous around the world, but who help make sure that Heritage students have a world-class education right here in the Yakima Valley. Back to you, Anadeo.
Thank you, Dana. One of our longest-serving board members and well-known Yakimaniacs. Is that right? Yakimaniacs? It's Ken Smith, and he's joined by his wife, Sharon. Hey, Ken and Sharon.
I've been asked to talk about my experiences with Heritage. I've been on the board for about the last 10 years and seen some rapid changes and improvements. There's been a significant increase in improvement in the finances and the budgeting process. There's been a continuous increase in enrollment. We've got some good alumni in the community in various industries that have been very successful, and Heritage is a great resource for this valley.
If you ever need a joyful experience with Heritage, to attend graduation some spring, it is a wonderful celebration. It's just an exciting time.
I would encourage everybody to continue to support Heritage financially with this fundraiser going on. So we will look forward to participating ourselves.
And now it's time to send it back to Dr. Sund.
Thank you, Ken and Sharon. In my nearly 4 years as president of Heritage University, one of my greatest honors has been my deepening relationship with the Yakima Nation. I am honored now to welcome Yakima Tribal Council Chairman, Delano Saluski.
Heritage was founded on the principle that it would be a university for all the people of the valley. Back in the day, this was brought to the Yakima Nation leadership by the two founders of this university, both tribal members. Our leadership concurred. It has been my pleasure to work alongside President Sund to enhance opportunities for not only members of the Yakima Nation, but for all to earn their degrees at Heritage. Heritage is a place where people of all races, ethnicities, and social backgrounds can come together and learn that what makes them different is what makes us stronger as one race we all belong to, the human race. I encourage you to join us and continue to make this possible by giving to student scholarships as they impact all students, including tribal members as well.
Thank you, Chairman Saluskin. The phones are still ringing, and we will be here as long as they continue to do so. So please keep calling. But our time is drawing to a close, and it's time to reveal our final total of the evening. Did we make goal? Let's find out. Our final total, at least for the moment, $832.
All right.
On behalf of all the students at Heritage University, thank you to everyone who made a gift this evening. Dana?
Oh, we are so grateful. Thank you so much. And now I'm going to turn it over to President Sund for a few closing thoughts.
What an amazing night. Thank you all for being here with us this evening. We hope those of you who watched and did not know much about Heritage University before tonight leave with a little bit of heritage in your hearts. And soon I hope you can come and visit us to learn more about this amazing university in the heart of the Yakima Valley. Good night, and now back to Anadeo.
What a night. The call went out and you responded. Thank you to each and every one of you who was a believer in the Heritage University mission and its students and demonstrated that through your giving this evening. You are a believer in this valley, you are a believer in higher education and its ability to transform lives. Thank you for inviting us into your homes this evening. As we leave you tonight, please enjoy the singing of the Heritage University alma mater. Lift High the Banner, performed for us by former Heritage University board member Dick Twist and accompanied by Al Fisher on piano. From all of us to all of you, thank you again and good night.
Our alma mater, Heritage U, family, friends, and knowledge true, land of Sun Creator blessed, we sing to thee whence flowed our best. Our alma mater, Heritage U, pilgrimage to a life anew, through fields and steppe the waters flow, our hearts in blue and gold aglow. Our alma mater, Heritage U, privilege not for just a few, to land and life we do bequest, our hopes and dreams and all the rest. Lift high the banner